Um, let's wait for one more minute, then we can start. And were you guys able to create your AWS accounts yesterday? Tarun, Karthik, Veda, Anusha,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
you were able to create your AWS account, right? Okay, fine.
Yes, yes.
Veda and Arun and Anusha, what about you?
I have created, sir.
Good, cool, good then. Anusha and Arun?
Great, sir, but then I'm actually facing few issues with those debit and credit cards, sir, with the payment, billing
Okay.
information.
Hmm. What was the
It's
issue?
like how many ever details. It's like actually I'm giving a multiple credit card details, sir, but still it is like it is unsupported. And if it's like if I ask ChatGPT, it is like international transactions should be there. It is showing.
Should be enabled in your credit card. So you need to
Okay.
make sure that you need to check with your bank person so to enable those international transactions. Something.
Okay.
Just, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll just check with that once.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe in your settings, like I'm not sure what is that card. Maybe in that card, right? This credit card. So you can just log in that app, mobile app, and there you can definitely see those transactions, domestic transaction, international transaction, those kind of things. So then you can enable
Yes.
for the time being and just do the transaction, just disable it again.
Yeah. Sure, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah. And Arun, are you able to create the account?
Yes, sir, I created.
Cool, cool, cool. Then that's very good to hear. Okay.
Sir, after credit,
Yeah.
sir, after payment, it will ask, PAN card photo, sir.
Yeah, it will ask PAN card. It wants to verify you, so it will ask PAN card
So
definitely.
after I will upload, it shows completed.
Completed. That's it. Only PAN
That's it,
card is
sir.
needed. Yeah.
Only PAN card.
Only PAN
Okay,
card.
sir.
Yeah. It will definitely ask PAN card or some what ready or something, some identification. I
So,
just wanted to
okay.
make sure that you are not a robot, so something it will ask. Okay.
Personal and individual, right?
Personal and individual. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, all right. We are already 4 minutes into the call. Let's
Excuse me,
start
sir.
today's discussion. Yeah, yeah, Nisha, tell me.
Sir, Deepthi is not able to join the session. She have messaged me, sir.
Okay, why?
I don't know, sir. For her, still it is showing 6 minutes timeout.
Okay,
Okay, now
then.
she joined, I feel, sir.
Hi, Deepthi. Um, Hello.
Hi, Ravitesh. You can hear me, right?
Yes, yes, I can hear you. I had that like you have some issues yesterday, so that's why you're unable to join
Yeah,
the call, right?
same thing today also I'm facing. I
Okay,
informed Danusha that she told to just refresh it. It's
hmm.
showing 5 minutes wait, 5 minutes wait. Yesterday also.
Okay, okay. You can touch base with support team and just get that resolved.
Yeah, no problem. I'll do that.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
okay.
And
Yeah,
yesterday
thank
for
you.
your information, we just walked the team through this AWS account creation. Okay, so you can
Okay.
just see the recording, and I also shared the
Yeah, I
link.
gone through the recordings. No worries.
Okay, fine,
Yeah,
fine. Then.
yeah.
That's good.
Tomorrow I
That's
can.
good to hear.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. So today we will start. I'll start sharing my screen. Okay. So you guys were able to see my screen, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Cool. So today we are going to start a concept called data storage fundamentals. Okay. So in this data engineering world, right, there are few file formats or data storage formats we call it as. So we are going to use that formats in our everyday day-to-day lives. Okay. So I will just give an introduction on that, and then we can see what are performance requirements and all those kind of things, and then we will do some small practical on creating an like storage account and all these things, and then we will go move to this Q&A. Okay, so to start with, there are three major data types in data engineering. Okay, structured data, okay, unstructured data, and semi-structured data. I will walk you through those things. But before that, this acid transactions is very important concept. I hope you guys might have seen this in your curriculum. I mean, in your academics. But let me just refresh this thing concept. Okay, acid transactions. What is acid transactions? So acid transactions. In acid transactions, A stands for atomicity, and C stands for consistency, and I stands for isolation, D stands for durability. Okay, let's walk us through what is that. Let's say, let's say you are doing a transaction, okay, phone pay transaction between Ravi to Shyam. Okay, so this is your phone pay transaction. Okay, now your balance is 5,000 and Shyam's balance is 4,000. Okay, you wanted to send an 1,000 rupees to Shyam. Okay, 1,000 rupees phone pay transaction to Shyam. Okay, now what happens is it needs to debit this 1,000 rupees from Ravi and then add this 1,000 rupees to Shyam. Right, there are two actions it needs to perform. One is debiting from Ravi and crediting to Shyam. Right, if any of this action fails, it is not valid, right? Because you were debited this value from 1,000 rupees from Ravi. Okay, now but you are not adding to Shyam. Where is this 1,000 rupees? It's in the air, right? So it is not possible. So that's why it's all or nothing. Either you do debit here and credit here, both the things, or just do nothing. That's it. Okay, now let's say it was done successfully, then this is how it looks, right? And next thing is consistency. What is consistency? Before the transactions, Ravi's balance is 5,000 and Shyam's balance is 4,000, right? If you sum both these balances, it's 9,000, right? Now after the transactions, Ravi's balance, like we have debited 1,000 rupees from Ravi's balance and added 1,000 to Shyam's balance. Now it's 5,000. Now if you again sum this thing, then again it's 9,000, right? So it's a consistency. If there is a discrepancy, then we it won't commit. I mean, that's an invalid transaction, right? And coming to isolation. Okay, now let's say this is the again, let's come back to 5,000. Okay, that way we will be for this. Okay, now Ravi wanted to do some transaction to Shyam. Okay, now let's say the amount is let's say 3,000 or something. Let's say 4,000. Now Ravi want to do 4,000 transaction to Shyam. Okay, now again Ravi has performed one more transaction, right? Which is 4,000 again. Now when this transaction was executed, this 4,000 will be debited and added to here, right? And Ravi will be left with only 1,000 rupees, right? And now you're going to perform 4,000, then it's not a valid case, right? Because you don't have any money here, you have insufficient balance. That's the error you will face, right? So that's why whenever you do any transactions, right, it should be isolated from the other transactions. In that way you're going to protect your insufficient balance or any other intermediate issues. Okay, and D stands for durability. What is durability? Durability means, let's say this banking system, let's say this is ICICI bank, both accounts are in ICICI bank, somehow the ICICI bank server got crashed. If they spin up that server again and then they are supposed to see the same numbers, it should be that durable. Okay, even though there is a failure, system level failure or server level failure, they are supposed to see those transactions as it is. There shouldn't be any change in these numbers. If that happens, then we will lose trust on those banks, right? Then we will change the bank, right? Now this is what asset transaction is all about. You can, in online there are so many documents, you can just go through those documents and all, like, right? So this is what ACID is all about. Okay, now let's move into the structured data and all. So what is structured data? Structured data is, you will have the data in an organized format. Organized formats, it means rows and columns, and how it will look like. So if you go here, so let's say this is a structured data. Okay, here you will have, let's say this is one row. Okay, and again this is one row, you have two rows here. Okay, again now this is your one column. Okay, this entire row will act as one column. Okay, and again this will be your second column, and again this column will be your sorry, this will be your uh, one more. Okay, 1 2 3 4 columns and 1 2 3 rows you have. And this is, let's say, name. Okay, and name and ID, student ID, let's say, and it's subject. For now let's consider only one subject and its marks. Okay, now let's say name Ravi, ID 1, subject Max, marks What happened? Um, okay, so you can consider this as this is one more call, one more row. Here we will have what happened here. So here you will have Sham. It's not working. Okay, I forgot that. Okay, so this is a one row. Okay, and this is a column names, right? Name, ID, and subject and marks, right? You might have seen some excels or some formats where you have seen this, right? But in the structured data, right, you will have the data type as well. Here if you see this name, right, name is Ravi. Ravi is string, but in this structured data, right, you will maintain that name is string. Okay, and ID is equal to is integer. Okay, and subject, what is subject? It's max, right? So it should be string. Okay, and marks will be integer, right? We are maintaining the data types as well of this name, ID, subject, and marks. Let's say in future someone came here and just trying to give the name as uh, name. Something is having issue with my laptop. Name as 123. Will this structured data accept this? No, it won't accept that, because here we clearly mentioned that name should supposed to be string, and if you're giving 123, it won't accept that. It is accepting, it will accept only strings. It won't accept 123. Okay, so and again let's come to ID. And ID is expecting integer, but if you are going to give id as some sham, let's say, okay, it won't accept that. It will fail. Why? Because it is waiting for this integer to come in, but you are giving a string, it will fail. So that's the benefit with this structured data. So let's say I will tell you where we will use this structured data and all. Like this structured data supports this ACID transactions as well. You just got to know what is ACID transactions. So let's say in an ATM transactions, right? You wanted to like in a bank transaction, right? Somewhere you need to enter some number, how much amount you need to withdraw. So if you are going to give, if you want to withdraw 10,000 rupees, right? You need to give 1000 triple zeros, four zeros, right? 10,000 in numbers. And if you are going to give that in string, 10,000 rupees in string, it won't accept that, right? You need to give number, because it is accepting only numbers, right? So in that way, the structured data will definitely help. And where we will use this structured data in real time use cases, right? In many use cases we are going to use this structured data. Like let's say for example, the best use case is Amazon stores billions of data every day. Many of the people will use this order, and new customers will join Amazon, and all those type of things, right? Now all these tables Amazon put into structured database. Why? Because let's say you wanted to, like, there are many products available in Amazon, right? If some users comes and ask for that product, then it needs to fetch the data and give it to the users, right? So because of all this fastest retrieval in the sense, you need to fetch from the database and give it to show it to the user, right? Let's say you type something in the website, right? Let's say Amazon. So this we need to we need, when you go and search for iPhone here in this Amazon, then it needs to give that as soon as possible, right? See, as soon as I click on it, it is giving my iPhone symbols and everything, right? So that is what these databases will do. They will retrieve the data as fast as possible. Okay. And coming to data warehouse as well. So data warehouse as well. So same kind of scenario. So you will have the structured data, and only those type of structures it will accept. If you are going to give any other structures, it won't accept any data type. And here I wanted to add one more point. Semi structured data, right? Let's say for uh, database or data warehouse are schema on, right? So it won't accept if schema got changed. For your information, what is schema? Okay, so all these data types, right? all this name, string, id, int, subject, string, marks. This is called column name. This is data type. If I wanted to call all these 4 columns and 4 data types, I will call it as schema. Okay, so for this schema, it says schema on right. That means when you are trying to enter values into this structured data, it should be schema on right. That means it should map with the schema. Otherwise, it won't look nice, right? It will fail, right? So that's what schema on right. What's schema on read? Schema on read. You'll get to know this concept later when you move to data lakes. Okay, so here we won't bother about the schema. We will just write the data as it is. Now when I'm writing the data from this data lake, then I will look for the schema, or I will create a schema on fly, right? So for now, just ignore this concept. Just remember this schema on right. Okay, if it won't accept if schema got changed. Okay, just remember this. Okay, now let's come to semi-structured data. What is semi-structured data? Semi-structured data is in such a way that, uh, let's say you wanted to work with an API. Okay, so you just wanted to work with an API. So API, right? You just connect to this API and just hit that API, and then API will give you some results, right? So those results will definitely not in structured format. Why? Because you need to transfer your data on the air, right? On through the network. So for that cases, for the data transformations, you cannot have the structured data. In that cases, let's say I wanted to give ID1, then that ID1 will fetch me my name and my skills, everything, right? Now if I give one, then it will hit that API and it will give me the results in JSON format. So this is how JSON looks like. So for your information, JSON means JavaScript object notation. Okay, so this is how JSON looks like. um, and this JSON we are going to use, most of the cases we are going to use with APIs only. In your data engineering, right, day-to-day life, you're going to create APIs or you're going to hit APIs because, let's say, source like producers, right? Data producers means those who generate the data. So if they generate the data, they will put into these APIs. Then if you hit these APIs, then that data you will receive, right, that will be in JSON format. Now you will receive this JSON format and you need to work with this JSON format and create the tables out of it. Okay, so now what I will do, I will create an ID column and I will give it as integer, and then I will enter one value here, and name with string and give Ravi here, and skills, I will give some list there for that thing, and I will give this Python, Spark, and AWS here. Okay, so that's how things work. Okay, so JSON and ML and XML also very important. I mean, but we don't use that often. DevOps engineer most probably use this ML file, and in our day-to-day life we use very less these things. Okay, and here I forgot to add one more file, that is CSV. Okay, hope you guys already aware of these CSV files, right? How CSV file looks like. um, where is this CSV file? CSV means comma separated values. Yeah, this is how CSV file looks like, comma separated values. So this is the column name, column 1 name, column 2 name, and this is the value I just gave, and this is the value I just gave. But here for this CSV file, right, I'm not going to maintain any of the data types. So this column 1, I can just go and give here um, Virat, and just 234. It still works. It won't throw any error, because here we are not imposing the schema. I mean, data types and the data types. Okay, we are not imposing any schema. We can give anything, right? It's the schema is not strict. Okay, in this semi structured. Okay, so that's how it look like. And this is the now I'm coming to the most important concept, that is Parquet files. Okay, so Avro and Parquet files. So Avro, right? Avro, let's say, um, Avro. So these are the two prominent file formats we will use in our day-to-day life. So okay, in this data world, right, we are going to use these files very often, and mostly, especially me, right, from the last 4 5 years, I'm just working on these Parquet files only. Mostly, I never see this Avro file. Avro file you will see in in aeroplanes. Right? Aeroplanes, they need to send some sensor data to the controller, right? Control, right? There will be some control in some airport. They need to send that data, right? So in that will be the Avro format or something, right? And you wanted to send some internet of things, IoT devices, right? Some communication between IoT devices. So we are going to use Avro formatted. But in our day-to-day life, mostly we are going to use Parquet, JSON, and CSV. Okay. And for your information, if these values are separated by a comma, then it's called CSV. Okay, CSV, comma separated. Okay, if this is separated via, let's say instead of comma, I'm just giving a tab. Okay, tab, tab, tab. That means it's TSV. Now the values are separated using tab, right? Okay, so this is the TSV here. Okay, so that's what CSV and TSV works. Okay, so but I wanted to explain you Parquet files, what is Parquet and what's its beneficial. It's very beneficial for you to learn that. Okay, so Parquet files. So what happens with Parquet files? What was the benefits the Parquet files will give to the users? For now, I will give you a very small example. Let me notepad. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's say this is the name. Let's say ID and and subject. Okay, yeah. So let's say Ravi again. Um, let's make you ID. So one comma subject is some max. Okay. So now again Sham two comma max. Let's see. This is for subject is for max. Okay. All these marks are for again. Then Kiran three max. Now you have three values here, right? Three different rows here, and name is the where you have name, ID is for ID number, student ID, subject, right? These are max. Okay, and now let's say marks also here. Okay, now marks is for 20 out of 25. Yeah,
Excuse
someone
me,
want
sir.
to say
Yes,
something? Yeah, am I not
sir.
sharing my screen?
Okay. Sir, yes.
Sorry. You're saying something
Screen is not visible, sir. That's
not visible. I'm sorry. Let me quickly reshare my screen. I thought I was sharing my screen. So till now, my screen is not visible, or only now?
No,
You
no,
have
now.
only
shared your
now.
screen, but it is in some other site. Your
You're typing
previous it's
somewhere.
Yeah, now you
else
are able
site.
to
Yeah,
see.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Yes,
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 yes.
yes.
Sorry. Okay, now you are able to see these marks, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now what
Yes.
happens is Parquet, how it will store is while transferring the data. Park in the big data worlds, right? Big data we will have so much amount of data, right? In that so much of amount data needs to be transferred via networks, right? Let's say today from my laptop I have 1 GB file. That 1 GB file I need to transfer to let's say to Karthik. Okay, so I will send somehow. Then when I'm sending this, instead of this entire data, let's say if you have this data like this, let's say for every this name it will take 1 byte, ID 1 byte, subject 1 byte, marks 1 byte. The data size I'm talking about. Okay, similarly 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, that means 16 bytes it will take. Okay, to send this file via network. Okay, it will take 16 bytes for only four, right? Now what if you have 4 lakh rows? It's into 4 bytes, right? That means huge amount of data. Huge amount of data you need to transfer um, through network. Network, why? Because network means today I'm in some network and my receiver is in some network, correct? I need to send my data through that. So that's why we need to transfer wire. So now while transferring, right, what Parquet will do is Parquet is not human readable. um, Not human readable. You need to use separate tools, Parquet viewer tools, those kind of things to read these Parquet files. Okay, then how you are going to, what Parquet will do here is it will take name as it is, it will take the name as it is, it will take the name as it is. Okay, it will take the name as it is, but here max, right, it won't take max as it is, it will take max as m m. Okay, so what happens with this is now when I'm transferring this, Parquet will remember that. Okay, M means M in subject means max. Okay, so what happens with this is, so now while transferring this, it will transfer like this only. Okay, this parquet file will transfer this file like this only. Okay, now what happens is, once the user receives, it needs to, now here it's a parsing. uh, while you receive this file, right, while you open in any tool, parquet tool, you're going to see it as in the same like this. Why? Because um, why? Because this m, right, this m is mapped to this max, right. Now when parquet is about to show you these files, then it will make sure that this m is renamed to max. In that way, this is user will be able to see that, right. So in that way, this parquet file is reducing some data and all those kind of stuff, right. So this parquet file is definitely helpful in our real time use cases, and in our day-to-day lives, right, we are going to use this parquet file as soon as much as possible. Also, for your information, this parquet file contains schema with itself. Okay, so let's say here Ravi, right, Ravi is string, id is integer, and subject is max is string, and marks is 20. So this is integer, so parquet will contains this schema as well. Now this will help you in your day-to-day daily lives with this data transfer and reading the data in big data technologies. Okay, so that's how parquet, and parquet is very important. That's why I just wanted to walk you through that. And rest all right, ml, csv, xml, json, all these kinds, right, you can just go through in the online. There are so many materials, you can just go through that, and I just provided examples as well. Now let's coming to this unstructured data. Okay, so unstructured data means nothing but your YouTube videos, right. So that is unstructured. You don't know how you can just watch the video, but in the background how it was stored, all this kind of stuff you cannot see. You will never able to see that. And also coming to these jpgs or pdfs, you can just see in the you can just see in this, but you can never able to see how it was stored. Okay, so you can just go through this as well. Okay, so here I just gave a sample like what is structured data, you already know. And what are the some best examples, is it common readable, best use cases, tools, and real world examples, all this kind of stuff. You can just use them, you can just refer them. Okay, now let's dive into these other concepts. Now coming to the storage considerations in data engineering. Okay. So what happens? You need to store data somewhere, right? So whenever you store data somewhere, you need to make sure that you have the throughput, latency, and IOPS. So I will walk you through what is throughput and all. Imagine, imagine you are on a highway. Okay, so you are on a highway, and how many cars can pass through that highway at once? Okay, imagine that highway is very big, 40 feet or something, 60 feet, 100 feet. The feet increases, then number of cars that passes through at 1 second increases, right. So in that way, that will be the throughput in this world. So amount of data that can be read or written per second. Okay, so how much of amount data that can go from us, how much amount of data that we can read from the others. Okay, and latency means like a delay, we can call it as delay. So the time taken to complete a read or write operation, or we can say time taken to start and reach the destination. Okay, for a car. Okay, so the time taken for a car to start from its source and reach its destination. And coming to IOPS, IOPS means input or output operations per second. So number of reads or writes operations handled per second. So per second, how many inputs or outputs that are operating per your second. Okay, so based on that, you will decide, okay, for which application, which format you wanted to use, all those kind of stuff. Let's say in real-time applications, right? Let's say real-time application is let's say as soon as the amount got detected, you need to reset a message. That says in real-time application streaming. So it should be low latency and high outputs, high IOPS. Why? Because many users will do transactions at the same time, right? So in those things, the low latency should have low latency and high IOPS. Okay, and in coming to the data analytics field, we don't bother about this latency or throughput. Or IOPS. We will worry more about this throughput, how much amount of data I can transfer within seconds. Okay, so that's the most important thing in the data world. And coming to scalability. Uh, Now scalability, right? Imagine this is my laptop. Okay, in this laptop I have let's say let's say 4 GB of data, okay, uh, 4 GB of data, 4 GB of RAM, and 12, not 12 GB, 100 TB of ROM or hard disk, whatever may be. Okay, this is the amount of data. Now let's say I want to do some perform more applications. Like if you install more and more applications, right, this laptop will start stucking, right? For that you need to increase the speed, right? RAM or something you need to improve, or this TV as well, because you wanted to store some files. You wanted to install some big applications, some GTA file, those kind of games, or just high GB uh, files or something. Then this so on one day this hard disk will definitely get exhausted, right? And this RAM won't be able to handle that. Then what you will do, you will go to the vendor and you will install one more RAM plus 4 GB RAM, right? Plus 4 GB RAM. I'm not changing my laptop, I'm just installing my RAM. Okay, and now I will add one more hard disk to it, plus 100 TB hard disk, external hard disk, let's say, or okay, you just add it to this same system, right? Now similarly again after some time this 100 GB is also 100 TB is also got exhausted. Now we have 200 TB of files, and this 8 GB of RAM unable to handle this. Okay, then let's say you have the option and you just again gone with this 4 GB RAM. Okay, now again I'm going to add 100 TB HDD. Okay, now again at some point of time, because you are not stopping, then again at some point of time this also will get exhausted, right? How many times you are going to do like this? There will be some threshold, right? Some limit, right? This is a laptop that was produced to work with this 100 TB of data or 300 TB of data and 12 GB of RAM. That's it. It has a limit, and after that, beyond that, you cannot do anything. Now you need to buy one more laptop, right? You need to buy one more laptop and repeat the same thing, and repeat the same thing. Okay, I'm just trying to copy paste, but it's not happening. So it repeat the same thing, right? So you need to keep on adding these resources, CPU or RAM, to this laptop, and you need to work it. That's what we call as vertical scaling. Vertical scaling. Okay, vertical scaling means you will add CPU or uh, RAM or ROM to same machine. Okay, so but it has its own limitations, which is you won't be able to scale up after some time, right? Scale up means you won't be able to increase your capacity. Okay, now coming to horizontal scaling. um, let's imagine this is my laptop or machine. Okay, this is with 4 GB, 4 GB plus 100 TB. Okay, now what I will do is I will take this, and I won't, if I got some requirement, this got exhausted, I won't add this CPU and RAM here. I'll just go and I will just add one more. Okay, somehow my copy paste is not working. So I will just take one more mission, and if that also exhausted, I'll take one more mission, and if that exhausted, I will take one more mission. In this way, I'm infinite. I'm having infinite amount of storage. I'm having infinite amount of data. I mean RAM, right? So that will definitely help you in real world. See, in real world, right, you have so much amount of data currently, right, in the world, in the data world. Let's say if you're going with vertical scaling, somehow you will reach that limit, right? You'll reach that limit very soon. But in case of horizontal scaling, it won't happen. So this you will keep on adding missions. You have infinite missions, and all those missions you will add it, and you will use it for your data storage and all those kind of stuff, right? So that's what scaling is all about: increasing resources, CPU, RAM, and storage on a single mission. Okay, it's easy to implement but limited by hardware and expensive. And horizontal scaling, adding more missions, nodes also you can refer as a mission to distribute the load. Okay, nearly unlimited scalability, fault tolerant, and cons are more complex, request distributed systems and all, right? One of such example is this Amazon S3. Amazon S3 is, for your information, in Amazon, right? S3 is an object storage where you can store files. Or object storage means irrespective of the data type or anything, you can just come and save it here. That's it. while you are reading and all, it will you need to worry which tool you need to use to read, but you can store any file in Amazon S3. Okay, and traditional RDBMS as well. Now coming to cost optimizations. Okay, yesterday, if you remember, I'm speaking about an phone pay example, phone pay transactions, like phone pay transactions. Now imagine, whenever you wanted to see your last like you wanted to see your last 10 transactions, right? It will give you very fast. But whenever if you try to see your last 1 year transactions, it will take some time, definitely. Why? Because this phone pay, right, it won't keep all your transactions in the hot storage. Hot storage is for frequently accessed data. Frequently accessed means every day you are going to check your 10 transactions. There are high possibility, right? Those 10 transactions it will put in hot storage, and you occasionally check for last 1 month data or something. You want to check your credit card transactions or something like that. They will put in warm storage, and they will put this entire last 11 months or 10 months data in this cold or archive storage. Okay, because this is rarely accessed, and you only know, right? You won't look for all your 1 year transactions every day, right? You will most often look for this last 10 day transactions or just last 1 month transaction. That's it, right? So that's why we need to put this storage, these files or your transactions details, right, in these storages: hot, warm, and cold storage. And this life cycle management, right? Let's say every day I cannot go and move these files, these transactions, right? Let's say you have 100 transactions done today, so I need only 10 transactions to put into hot storage. Rest all 90 I wanted to move into warm, and after 1 month or 2 months I wanted to move this 90 into this cold storage, right? I cannot do it every time. So that's why we have this life cycle management. We can automatically schedule in Amazon S3, those kind of places, and then that definitely will help you to reduce the storage cost, right? Because why you pay for all store all the transactions in hot storage and pay all for all those transactions? No, right? You can just keep what you want, what is the most frequently accessed one, and just rest you will put into this warm storage or cold storage as per your need. Okay, so far so clear, right? And durability and availability. So and coming to durability and availability, you put some data into this storages, right? What happens is you need to make sure, like you trust the Google Drive, right? So Google Drive supposed to make sure that that data is always available to you, and that is durable at any cost. You shouldn't lose that file, right? Let's say you upload your photo, one of your best photo, right? That photo you are uploading to drive, so that you do not want to lose that, right? If you lost that, then you will lose trust or drive. What drive will Google Drive will do, it will take this file and it will put into three different zones or three different regions, three different places. I mentioned, right? Mumbai, New York, and Canada, right? In three different places. In that way, it's very durable, and also it will put you in the nearest a zone or something. It's a Mumbai. In that way, you will have most availability, and most of the time, it will make sure that it's available to you. Okay, that's durability and availability, and compliance and security. So whenever you're maintaining or storing data, right? So whenever you're storing the data, that data is on rest. Rest means currently you're not transferring; it's in your storage, right? That time also you need to maintain the compliance and security. When you are making data is in transit means data is taken from this storage device, and in that from the network you're going to put into your destination. So in that way, in that transition as well, in the network as well, it should be in compliance and security. We can call it as encryption. You can do perform encryption techniques as well, and in the destination as well, it should be in the encryption format. Okay. And this Amazon S3, right? Amazon S3 is a storage, as I mentioned. So if you go through these things, you will get to know what are the life cycle policies this Amazon has, how Amazon is providing different storage classes. Okay, S3 standard. Standard means I just mentioned, right? Last 10 transactions we will maintain the hot storage. So that hot storage in a S3 will call standard. Okay, and you will have Glacier as well. Glacier means Glacier flexible retrieval and Glacier instant retrieval. Let's say they will put this last 10 months data or 1 year data into this Glacier. Okay, and if you select this retrieval, whenever they won't cost you much. Okay, they are very cheap. But whenever you want to retrieve it, it will give it to you instantly. But if you put it in flexible retrieval, then it will take some time. Let's say 10 minutes or something. Okay, but if you put it in deep archive, then it will take almost 1 hour or so to give you that. Okay, and rest all you can just go through that. Intelligent tiering means let's say you are unable to decide how frequently you are going to access that. Then what happens is you will select this intelligent tiering. So in that way, you are telling that okay, I'm not sure. You just make sure that based on my access change in accessing, then you just prefer like where to put this file. Okay, so that's how this happens. um, and that's it we can start our practical today. Okay, so if anyone can share your screen, I can walk you through how we are going to set up this storage accounts. I mean storage account in S3, and how we can put data there, and how we can query the data, those kind of things. Okay. Can anyone share your screen?
There is no option, sir.
Acha. Again, oh fine then. Let's join in Google Meet quickly, because I just wanted to perform this demo as well, so that you guys, like, theory classes won't help you. You need to do some practice. So that one class of practice will give you so much amount of knowledge. Okay. So let's quickly meet in Google Meet.
Okay,
Let
sir.
me give Google Meet link. So for clear, right? You have any doubts or anything, you can just ping me, drop a note in this community or anywhere. Okay. Um, just a second. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to ping this thing. Come on. Today we are going to extend class by 10 minutes or so. Just wanted to show you how you are going to perform this uh, these steps, right? Practical steps. Just 10 minutes, if you can be at those 10 minutes. Okay. Okay. I'm just sending you this thing. Where is this? Where is this? Okay. So this is the group chat. You guys can join here. Okay. Please join ASAP so we can discuss more. And Akhil, if you're there in the call, please resolve this screen share issue, uh, if possible. Okay. It all. Thanks for joining, Karthik, Deepthi, Veda. Okay. Okay. We need a few more people. Who else is left? Hmm. Anusha, thanks for joining. Arun, perfect, perfect. Hope you got everyone right. Hello, hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Can
Yes.
anyone? Can you quickly share your screen? Like, you might have already created your AWS account, right? Just log into that account and share your screen. That's it. Okay, okay, perfect, perfect. Karthik, thank you so much for sharing your screen. You can just open your AWS account. Okay, say hi everyone. Niti, Anusha, Veda, and everyone. Thank you. So for any doubts or anything, you can just put it up. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for sharing, Karthik. Karthik, go to search box.
Yes.
Okay. Search with S3. Okay, those you are new to this Amazon console, right? This is your starting point of your AWS account. Okay, here you are going to search for what are the tools you wanted to use. Okay, in this case, S3. S3 is an storage tool in Amazon. Right? You can just open it. You can click on that S3. Karthik,
Yes.
yeah, click on that S3.
Bucket of
No, just
storage.
click on S3. S3.
Okay.
That's it. Okay. Okay. Now, I will walk you through what is this S3 and all, right? So first of all, always you wanted to make sure that you are in the region that you are supposed to be. Okay. If you go top Karthik, you can see Europe, right? Europe, Stockholm, beside your name,
Yes.
right? That is the reason you are in currently. Okay, just click on that. You will see all the available regions to your account. Let's select Mumbai. Mumbai.
Sir.
Mumbai. Let's select Mumbai.
Okay, sir.
Okay, just select. Now we have moved into Mumbai region. See,
Yes.
okay. Why we are moving to Mumbai? Just it was the nearest region to us, right? Compared to this England or like North Virgin, all this kind. Mumbai is very nearest to us. Okay. Now you need to create a bucket. So bucket. Just click on create bucket. Yeah. Now this bucket, right? This bucket name needs to be universally unique. Why? Because in future you can use this same bucket to create your API or whatever you wanted to. But this Amazon wanted us to give the unique name, universally unique name to this bucket. So just give any name to this bucket, Karthik. Okay, any name. Yeah, that's fine, right? Just go down. You cannot give the capital letters. Okay, if you can read in the below, you cannot give the capital letters nor the characters dot something like that, but you can just give small letters in case you have something. Okay, yeah, just no, we don't need to, it's option, we don't need to do anything. Just go down object ownership, right? ACL's disable. ACL means access control list. Okay, that means who can access this bucket, who cannot access this bucket. If you disable it, that means no one can access this bucket, the data inside this bucket, unless you give permission. If you give it enabled, then anyone can access this. Okay, and just go down block public access setting for this bucket. For now you blocked everything. Okay, you just leave it as it is. Otherwise, if you unselect it, it will give the public access. That means anyone can access this bucket from anywhere. Okay, bucket versioning, just go down bucket versioning. If you enable this bucket versioning, what happens is, let's say you have a file inside this bucket and somehow accidentally you deleted that, but you wanted to retrieve that file. It's very important for you. Now, if you disable this bucket versioning, you cannot retrieve that file. But if you want to retrieve that, you need to enable this bucket versioning. Okay, just go down, I think the default encryption and all. So encryption, as I mentioned, right, while the data is in transit, trust, or in the travel, right, it should be encrypted. So by default, AWS will take care of this encryption, default encryption. But in case if you have any specified keys or any specified thing you wanted to give, you can give here. Okay. For now, we can just leave it as it is. Now just click on create bucket, Karthik. Just go down, go down. Yeah, create bucket. Yeah, now your bucket is creating. In case the name you gave, right, NCase here is not present, it's already used by any other user, it will throw an all name already existed. Okay, that's it. Now just open this bucket, Karthik. Okay, cool. Now just upload any file into this. Any file in your system, any file.
How to upload, sir?
Just click on add files. There you will see, right, add files. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. PDF. Yeah, you can just go and upload. Go bottom or go down. Yeah, just upload. Click on upload. That's it. This is your first upload into this S3 bucket, Karthik. Congrats.
Okay, okay, sir.
Yeah. Now, I will just give you one more thing. Just a file. You can just create this file. Okay. Let me give you quickly. Okay. Okay. So just take this. Karthik, I'm just pinging you in the group, in the chat. Okay. Where is this? In this chat, I'm just pinging your text. Okay. Take this text. Okay. Copy this text first, and just open any notepad and just Save it, Karthik. uh, I just ping you in the chat, Google chat.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I'm unable to see. Karthik, were you able to create this file, Karthik? Just give this sample file.txt or something. Anything is fine. Just copy the first one only, okay?
First one only, sir.
Yeah, first message only. I'm just pinning that.
Where I copy, sir, notepad, right?
Notepad, just copy to Notepad.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just go to Notepad because I couldn't see your Notepad. I think you're sharing only your current screen. Um,
Yes, yes.
just reshare. Yeah, I think you can share your screen.
Wait 1 minute, sir.
Guys, in the parallel, right? You guys can also perform these steps. Okay. Okay, perfect.
Hello?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Just remove that my name and the time.
Sir?
Just remove that name, my name and the time. 22. Hyphen. Yeah, just remove that. Yeah. Okay. Just delete. Press delete here. Yeah. Make sure you leave no
Sir?
gaps here. Yeah. Just click delete, Karthik. Delete. No, 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 no. Yeah. Copy now. Copy now. Don't leave any gap there.
Okay, sir.
No. Yeah. No, not from entire. Okay. Paste it. Perfect. Perfect. Just save it. Save it with any name. Any name is fine. Yes. No. Okay. That's okay. Fine. Let's see how it will work. Okay. Now upload this file into this S3 bucket.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Just open S3 bucket. Remove S3 bucket. Okay. Now just click on that into. Yeah. Close it. Close it. Close this. Click on close. Okay. Now I will show you how to create a folder. Okay. Wait. Don't upload it yet. Okay. Now just click on create folder. Okay. Now just give any name. Any name. Now this folder name can be anything that should be unique to your account, not global AWS. Okay, anything is fine. Okay, demo or something, anything you can just do that. Okay, you can just go down. Yes, here is fine. You just go down, just create folder. Okay, fine. Now open here, open that folder. Okay, now upload, click on upload. Now upload the file, click on add files. Where you have created. Yeah, open that, just upload.
Done.
Yeah, just go down and just click on upload. Perfect. Close it. Now you have a file in S3, right? S3 bucket, and inside that you created a folder called CR, and inside that you have your text file. Now I wanted to read this, but I do not want to download this file. I just wanted to read this. How we can read this? Okay, now just go to search bar again. In that search bar, right? Yeah, search bar, type for Athena, Athena. Okay, so after this class you can definitely research on Athena and S3 as well. Okay, just click right click on open in new tab. Okay, you already opened.
Sorry.
No problem. Just duplicate this tab and open S3 as well. I hope everyone is following, right? In case of any doubts or any issues, you can ask me right away, or you can start performing this practical, right? Then you can just let me know in the group or something. Okay. Okay. Just launch
Yes.
query editor. Click on launch query editor. Okay. Now, guys, for your information, whenever you're working with this Athena first time, right, you need to set some location, S3 location, so that the intermediate results, right, this is like your database, right, database, and you will query the data, right. So whatever the intermediate results you get, this Athena will write that results into an S3 location. So in that location you need to specify. Now click on edit settings, Karthik.
Sir,
Edit settings, yeah, click on that. Yeah, just browse S3 location for query result. Browse S3.
S3.
Right side, on the top right side, right, you will have this browse S3. Yeah, just select, click on that, select NKC here. Not that, come back, just click on S3 buckets on the top. Yeah, just select that. Instead of clicking on the name, left side you have some button, right? You can just select that. No. Left side. No,
Sorry.
just come back. Click on that icon, right? There is zero symbol or something. No. Move left. Yeah, yeah, that one. Just select that. Choose. That's it. Now this intermediate results of this Athena, right? Those results will be written into this location. Okay. Just click on save now. Fine. Now you set up your intermediate results. So similarly, guys, you can also set up your intermediate results location. Okay. Now just click on Amazon Athena or editor. Editor you can click on. On the left side, you will have editor. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Now I have given you query in the chart. Just select that query and paste it here. Create external table, that one. Just go down. Yeah. Till that location is fine. Okay, no problem. Copy that. Paste it here. Fine, right? Just go down and just remove my name and that date, time, and sample file.txt. Go down. Okay, just remove that. And sample file.txt as well. Now go up. Okay, perfect. Fine. Wait. On the left side, you see the data source, right? AWS data catalog on the left side. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now come down. It's a catalog, right? Click on that catalog. Just see any of the catalog. No, no, not here. Come, click on none. Yeah, there is none. Okay, just go. Come down. Database. Click on database. There is nothing. Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
Now just move to this right side tab. Where is query, right? In the query, you have create external table, glue database dot table name, right? In that query editor, right? That glue database you see, right? On the top first line.
Yes, sir.
Instead of glue database, just give default. DEFAULT. Yeah. DEFAULT. Yeah, default. Just remove that glue database. No, just not enter, not enter. Yeah, just glue database. Yeah, perfect. Table name is anything. Just give anything. Just give your name, table name, and say Karthik is fine. Yeah, Karthik is fine. Okay, fine. Now just come down. Just come down. Okay. Now in the bucket name, right? S3 underscore bucket underscore. I'm in the location, 14th line.
Yes, sir.
You need to give your bucket name. Okay. In place of that S3 bucket name, you need to give your bucket name. So what is your bucket name?
In case, yeah.
Capital, right? Small only, right? Okay, small.
Small.
And
Yes.
okay, now after that, you need to give your folder name. What's your folder name? CR, right?
Yes, yeah, yes.
Yeah. Just after that slash QCR, right? Yes. Just run this thing now. You give the
Yes.
location where your file is, and you just give what was your. Okay, now it's successfully created. Okay. Now
Yes.
you see Karthik, right, on the left side,
Yes,
tables.
sir.
Just click on that three dots, preview table. Click on preview table. Okay. See, go down. See, this is the data we just read, we just created, right, in the CSV file, and you put that file into this object storage, S3 object storage, and you are able to query that file via Athena, right? Guys, so far clear, right? Or any doubts or anything?
No, sir.
So far clear, right? Arun, Deepthi, and everyone, Veda and everyone. So far clear, hopefully. Okay. Now this is how you upload a file into this S3 bucket and read the data. Let's say for now it's simple data, right? Simple data. But once you go on, right, you will get complex data. You need to deal with complex data. You need to read that file. You need to read that from Parquet. It's a different approaches for different formats. You will have different approaches. Okay. But for now, this is very simple, and you will be able to do it. So by tomorrow's class, I hope you guys will be able to do that. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Fine.
sir.
Okay. Now tomorrow's class, right? If you I wait, let me share my screen. Okay, you can stop sharing your screen, Karthik. Thank you for sharing your screen. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. um Now where is this? See here, right? This is what you perform. Now I just gave here. So after this bucket name, you need to give your folder name as well. Inside that, just give your folder name. Okay, just upload your file there. Okay, then that's it. You will be able to read that file. Select a star from here I gave glue database, but it's supposed to be default, or you can just click on preview table as well. You will be able to read that. Okay. Now tomorrow's class, what's the prerequisite is this seventh step and the eighth step. Okay. So seventh and eighth step, I just give all the steps that you need to perform one by one. Just go through this and just try to implement these things. Okay. So similarly, what happens here is like just you need to replicate, right, source and destination, right. The thing is like set up cross region replications, right. um, if you open a AWS account on the top, I made Karthik to set that region to AP Mumbai, right? AP South hyphen one. That was the name. That was the ID for Mumbai region. Okay. Now you create one bucket in Mumbai. Okay, and similarly, again open new tab for S3 bucket. Just duplicate the tab and just change your region to any of that. Let's say go with North Virginia, US hyphen East hyphen one. That's the name. Okay. Now just create one more bucket there. Okay. Then just perform all these steps. Mumbai region will be your source bucket. North Virginia region will be your destination bucket. Okay, just open that and then just click on enable this bucket versioning. Okay, first you need to go to open the bucket. Bucket you have properties tab and bucket versioning. Just enable that. That's it. Now again go to destination bucket which is in this North Virginia. Just enable that bucket as well. Versioning for that bucket as well. Fine. Now step by step. First go to source bucket which is in Mumbai. Now go to there and you click on management tab, replication rules, create replication rule, and give a rule that name. Okay, then source bucket, apply to all buckets. Just select this option and choose a bucket. That bucket will be your destination bucket. Okay. Now I am role right. Just click on create a new role. Okay, you can click that. You will see that option. Now additional options right. Just enable replication time control. That's it. And just if you want you can enable this delete marker replication as well. Just to select that. Okay, then save it. That's it. Now upload a new file to your source bucket. That's it. Similar to Karthik, right? You can also upload your say sample file or something to this bucket. That's it. You are supposed to see this file in that destination bucket, the bucket that is in North Virginia, right? If that is not done, then you have done some issue. If you are able to see that success, that's congrats, you are able to see cross region replication. Okay, just do that. Navigate to the destination bucket. Within few seconds to a few minutes, the new file should appear there automatically. Okay, you don't need to upload it manually. Once you upload it in source, it's supposed to be appear in the destination as well. Okay, so that's one prerequisite. And now coming to backup. Okay, if you wanted to back up any resource or any file or anything something, right? Then just follow these steps. Just go to search box again. Click on AWS backup. Then on the left menu, you will see backup vaults. Create backup vault. Create new backup vault. Create new vault something. Yeah. Now give a vault name. Choose an AWS KMS encryption key. Mostly it will be default key is fine for most users. Okay. Now try to create this. I can you can ignore this stuff for now because okay, you will get to know the steps. Right? Now go to this backup plan. Okay. Now create a backup plan. Click on create a backup plan. Start with a template called daily 35-day retention. Okay, that means every for 35 days it will retain that file. Even though if you delete that, it will maintain that file or resource. Let's say Karthik deleted the file which he uploaded now. If you delete that, it will maintain it for 35 days. Okay, now just do that. And when creating a file, you will ask for backup rule configuration. Define the frequency. Example daily backup window. Inco means the time of the day it runs. You can specify any time that you want to run. Life cycle. Set the retention period 30 days. Cold storage is fine. You can select or you can deselect. That's it. Just target backup fault. That's it. Now, now you will see some SN resources there. Um, resource assignments. Scroll down. If you scroll down there, then you will see resource assignments and click on SN resources. Now once you do that, then you will be asking so many options and select your S3, and in that S3 just select your file or bucket, whatever it is. That's it. So that file will be your backup. So whenever you do anything, right, that backup will be taken by this AWS automatically, and it will retain that backup for next 35 days. Okay, so in this way you are taking your backup. Let's say you are working on some code or some file or something and you wanted to backup always, then just take that file and put it do these kind of options, then you will be able to back that up. Okay, now you will be able to monitor your backups. So in case of any doubts or anything, just ping in the group, or just make sure like tomorrow class you'll go come with those errors, then we can resolve it together. Okay, or if you are more interested, if you are real data engineer, then just go to the Google and just ask ChatGPT what's the issue, or ask, yeah, or go and search in YouTube. Like you will find many ways to do it. Okay. Yeah, that's all from my side today. So you guys have any doubt, just let me know. Okay.
No, sir. Sir, can you just share us those PPT, sir?
Yeah,
The
definitely. I'm
document which you
just
made
adding
it now?
adding this document. Okay. So this document to
Yeah,
our chapter to today's class, though you can just share it there.
yeah. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Any doubts or anything?